to prove to me that life is good and it's worth living. But I'd rather be dead. And you're just as...
What's going on, my man?
Not much. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Breaking Into Hollywood. All right? Let's just start off by introducing yourself, your name, and where you're from.
I'm AJ Newman. I'm from Portland, Oregon, although I was born down here in LA. And yeah, been here the last 10 years.
Yeah, so we're going to do that again. But you got to say, I'm from LA, right?
I got to
then I
rep
move It's all good. It is all good.
All right.
You know, we know where your heart lies, okay? Laker fan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, man. So the life of Portland, man, it's a lot of rain out there. It's beautiful in Portland for one, right?
Yeah.
Is that your getaway sometimes? You go back home?
I mean, I like to go out there for like a little bit. Like it's cool like during the holidays and stuff. Cause you know, down here it's gonna be, in LA, it's gonna be hot sometimes in November, but I go up there and there's snow already, so that's my little getaway at that time. Yeah.
It's snowing out there.
Yeah, it's snowing right now actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel pretty lucky, man. You know, I haven't been in the snow. I've been in authentic snow. I've been in the fake snow.
In the fake snow.
Yeah, you know, the machines that make the snow, the one on Big Bear, you know.
Yeah.
Please forgive me. But one day I'm gonna get out to some.
Yeah, no, it's worth it. It's cool
up there. I was getting recruited at a point in time from Oregon, football.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I was like, that's too cold. But anyways, man, let's jump right into it, man. So, you know, the show is Breaking Into Hollywood. Just want to get to know you a little bit. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So first, let's start off. What brought you into acting?
Well, honestly, I mean, I was acting way back when I was like in middle school, but just small little plays that we did and everything. Okay. Then I got into high school and I was playing football, so we had like, our plays that they had were at the same time as football season, so I could never really do them. And then towards the end, my mom got me to do a couple musicals and stuff, but that wasn't my thing really. But then once I got to college, it was all football. And then my junior year, I kind of had to step away from it because it was just a lot, just playing football. I mean, it caught up to me. I was exhausted all the time. It was work, basically with football in college. And so I quit after my junior season. And then second semester, I decided to take an acting class because I wanted to get back into it. I loved it when I did it, so I wanted to get back into it. Yeah. And I took the class, I got up there and did my first monologue for them, and the teacher was like, have you ever acted before? And I was like, well, musicals in high school. But she kind of just, honestly, she gave me that kind of confidence to want to try getting back into it full time again. And so I went and did a couple of student films auditions, little short films, and got a few parts, and that just kind of started me on a roll.
I put you on blast, man. Could you remember any of the musicals? Give me one.
It was, I think my junior year was Bye Bye Birdie.
What role did you play? Bye Bye Birdie. I gotta know.
I don't even know. I was like some background, because I'm not a singer. Okay, I'm not out here singing. So I was in the back, like just dancing and kind of getting my groove on in the back. And then we did the Dr. Seuss one, Seussical or something, I think. Yeah, but like I said, musicals, they're fine. Like, I got nothing against them, but it's not my thing, really.
Yeah. You'd rather be on the football field?
Yeah, football field or just straight acting. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are one of your favorite roles have you played in so far? Give me a role that you loved. We can dig into that.
One of my favorite roles was my first feature film role that I got, which was I played a kid who was basically a child of a single mother and growing up trying to like hang out with his little hood rat friends, but you know, he was raised better than that.
Neighborhood not doing too good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But he's kind of like, you know, his mom wanted to raise him in a different way. She didn't want him in that lifestyle. And then she started talking to some other guy, and I got all, my character got all butthurt about it. And, it was cool. It was a Christmas movie, so it came out around the holidays. It was fun.
For our audience, let's go back a little bit then. Let's go through the process of you getting that role. Mm-hmm. You said one of your favorite films was one of your features. That had to be at the beginning of your career.
It was,
right?
Yeah.
What's the process of that? What did you went online, or how did you find it?
Yeah, so I went on, when I first started, my teacher in college, the acting teacher, she told me that Backstage was a really good site to go on and start kind of look for roles and put your profile up. So I went on that. And then a lot of people started telling me about Actors Access and that it was like a really good one. So I went on that, and that's where it was random. Like I submitted to maybe like, I still do this, I submitted like 50 roles a day. And then like all of a sudden one got back to me, it was like 3 weeks later. And I was like, what was this one? And I was looking at it and I was like, okay, feature films, that's like a full-length movie. So I wanted to get into it. And then they were saying Miguel Nunez from Joanna Man and Vanessa Simmons were gonna be in it. And I was like, okay, well, this is kind of serious. I want to see if I can get into this. And they sent me an audition to do a self-tape.
Oh,
this is before COVID, yeah, COVID, yeah. I did a self-tape, and it was real quick, and I was like, I guess that's fine. That was one of my first self-tapes. So I sent it in, and then they got back to me about a week later, told me they wanted me to come in for an audition. So I went in, it was intimidating, because I had never been like to that kind of thing before, and there was all kinds of people in there, and everybody's in there just looking at each other, I was kind of like, oh. They're all fighting for the same roles. But it was fun. I mean, I went in there, they brought me in, then told me to go read for another role, brought me in again, and then they I auditioned for a supporting role and I got a lead.
Did you read that day as well?
Yeah. And it was for the lead role and I ended up getting it. So I was just trying to keep my head on my shoulders after that.
Right, so what did that do for you though? Getting that first one, what did it do for you?
For me, it was the experience. And personally, looking back, it's not the best made film, and my acting wasn't even the best, but it was the most fun because it was the experience. I got to work with like people who had been in big time movies before. I got to kind of just experience that kind of just being on set with all like-minded people who want to grow and like make movies just in general. And it was fun. Yeah.
Was that your first audition, or was it?
It was my first audition for a feature film, but I had done short films and student films before that.
Okay.
Auditions, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you deal with those negative ones, the ones you don't get? You brush it off.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Because I mean, it's the failure. I mean, that was football. Failure to succeed. So it's no big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually it can get to you sometimes, but
absolutely
not too much. Yeah.
But you know what? You perseverance. You kept it going.
Yeah.
And realizing the film I seen you play, and you was totally awesome, by the way. Just want to throw that in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was like, this guy's pretty.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Vince, you auditioned for Vince.
Yeah, I did.
And
yeah.
That was in person.
Yeah, that was actually my first in-person audition after COVID and everything. Yeah. So that was intimidating because hadn't done it in a while.
Let's dig into that a little bit. How's life been for actors a little bit after COVID? Like, what is getting back in the rhythm of things? You know, is it slow? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's been crazy for me personally. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but personally, it's been wild because COVID happened. I had got that first feature film right before COVID. We filmed it, everything. COVID hit. All of a sudden, nothing. Everything was shut down, the industry and everything. COVID kind of teeters off, it goes away, but then the acting strike and the writing strike and all these things happen. Right. So it was like one thing to the next. But during that time, what I was mainly trying to do was, because I haven't been SAG, eligible for the union, but I've been doing all these other short films and like non-union stuff that people were still able to do in that time. Right. And I was writing a lot. I was doing all kinds of stuff just to kind of stay in the rhythm of it, kind of, so I always have that kind of actor's mindset. Because when I do write, I act it out in my head. So that's how it comes out. Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, it's been challenging for on the opposite side as well. The directing and production side of it. Business is very slow. So I ventured off and I'm doing a lot of personal things. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from when it's the mindset of just keeping yourself going right there. Well, who influenced you? Who keeps you going? What's the motivation?
Honestly, my parents are a big part of it because I have so many friends that are actors that say like their parents just kind of like let them go, say, oh, okay, you want to do that, that's on you. And when I was young, I always told them I either want to play in the NFL or be in movies. And I know that kind of like freaked them out because that's two very difficult careers. Yeah. But I mean, through it all, they have had my back and they have supported it. They'll help me out if I need it financially with like for acting classes or for something that I need. If I really am down bad and I need help with something, they're always there for me. So it's kind of been my motivation to keep at it. Like I can't give up now because this is already on. The train's rolling with it already, and they're backing me on it. So I just feel like I got to keep going.
Yeah, having that support is really important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've known people who doesn't have it at all, and it struggles. It's a struggle. But just definitely having that backbone, having your family, your friends. Do you have a lot of family here, or most people back in Oregon?
I have my immediate family, you know, my mom and dad, they're up there in Portland still. But my sister is down here, my older sister, and I have, my mom's whole family is from down here. So they're all around here. So
LA area or?
LA, Orange County, a little mix. Yeah, yeah. So I got family everywhere, so yeah.
All right, so, you know, a lot of actors come from out of town, out of the country even sometimes, you know. How's your networking game? What do you go around certain clubs or certain areas, certain network? Where do you go? You basically from LA, but then you went to Portland, obviously. But where do you go? Just trying to stick around this business?
Honestly, I try to, the connections I've made on sets, I branch out from there. So like they tell me about somebody, or even, you know, this is a little stalkerish, but I'll go on their IMDb and I'll look up like what connections do they have? And then I'll hit that person. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, so I'll do like, you know, I'll find different events to go to, and I'll just go just to network, just to meet people, to talk, even if nothing comes from it, just to meet, just to get my name out and to hear other names and, you know, put my info out there. So whatever I can do.
How's the balance? Like working versus working towards your goal in acting, you know? So
for a while now, I've always been trying to look for jobs. You know, you got to make money somehow when you're starting out. And
I'm glad you're being honest.
No, yeah, for real, because you know, acting's not gonna cut it when you just start. It's not, you're not gonna make money like that.
Yeah.
So I've always had different jobs that are flexible, so that if an audition pops up or if filming pops up, I don't have to tell my manager or my boss I gotta go next week, because they'll be like, oh, you can't, or you're fired. Okay, well then. So what I've always done is I've had jobs like right now I'm part-time working for Amazon, and it's really flexible, so I can just kind of do what I need.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things that I find it difficult, man, as being an independent anything. You know, comparing your career to your dream, you know, whatever goals you set in your life. So just keep that going, man. So what are some of the obstacles that you dealt with, you know, in this acting career so far?
Aside from rejection, just honestly, well, the rejection's a big part of it. Also, you know, the strikes and COVID, that's all been a big part of it, because that's kind of when I started my career. But aside from that, I'd say just the vulnerability of being an actor, you know, just being able to, you know, auditions are such a big part of it. And when I audition, you know, a lot of times I got to read with somebody. So that's going to be my roommate or my girlfriend or somebody like that, my sister. And to act, to read with somebody that I'm that close with is kind of like, I almost feel awkward doing it, because it's not me. And they're reading it just how they read it. They're not actors, and they're just kind of like, maybe look at me weird, and I just got to get over that. I got to be vulnerable and just go into it no matter what, whether that's auditions, whether that's on set. And I try to also bring that into my real, regular, day-to-day life. Yeah. Because I'm introverted, and I think part of being a good actor is just you got to be out there. You got to. Absolutely. So. Absolutely. It's entertainment at the end of the day. You know? Yeah, exactly. Right.
So if I was to give you a role right now, what would you love to play? What speaks value to you when it comes to a role or a character?
I really want to play in an action movie. An action movie or just comedy. I love comedy. For the most part, I've always done drama for some reason. I don't know why. That's always what ends up coming on my plate. But I love comedy. I love making people laugh. That is my favorite thing in the world. And then I really want to do action, because I played football and I want to do some action stuff.
Well, I'm a football guy now. You've said it a few times, but honestly though, football has helped me just understand teamwork for one. You know, not giving in.
Right.
You gotta have a fight in your football. You gotta, you know, you gotta be able to put up, get hit, get up again. Right.
Right.
I'll just use that. So, I want you to tell everyone, what is the director getting out of you, if there was potentially to choose you for What are they getting? What's age you bring to the table?
That's that one more time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what is a director getting from you? If they choose you in a future role, if they're watching this right now, what are you offering to a set, a character? What are you giving?
They're getting me. When I play a character, I can't just play that character alone. I have to put a piece of myself into it. And I think if I feel the role is right, I won't audition for a role if I don't feel it's right for me. So if I feel it's right for me, I'm gonna put myself into it a little bit. Okay. And that is what will transform that character into something new that is unique to as far as if anybody else were gonna play it. So I think that's something that the director can get from me. And the director is gonna get, because of football, just hard work, not giving up. I'm just gonna keep going because that's the mindset that I was raised with, so, yeah.
Okay. So going back to the travel and things like that, everything you've been through, if you can go back, what would you change? Would you change anything, or, what?
If I could change anything, it would have just been to start acting sooner.
Wow.
As far as when I got to college, act on the side, I was, and don't get me wrong, I would have, but it was hard because football, any college sport is like a job. You're always going.
Say that again, man.
It is, it's like a job. Like you're working constantly, it's meetings, workouts, you're on the field, you're in the weight room.
Tutors, everything.
You're doing everything. And if you're not doing that, you're in class.
That's it.
So, and then honestly, anytime I got a break, I wanted to sleep. So but if I could have, just in the off season or something, at some point, you get a break, just not like year round constantly. You get at least a month off here or there. Yeah. But that's what I would have done. In that time, I wish I could have started up with it sooner.
Is there any tactic or anything that you can give tips to on remembering your scripts? What do you do to remember? What do you do?
Well, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm lucky to have the memory that I do because some things have just gotten very, I've gotten some scripts where this last movie I was in a year or two ago, it was we were in one room basically the whole movie. And so it was all talking and oh my God. And the director said he wanted me to memorize it like a play. So that we could run through the whole thing once just to see if we can do it. So I was like, okay, this is like 100-something page script. So I would just, I read a line, I'll take it line by line. I'll read a paragraph page by page. I'll read it, cover it, memorize it, think, memorize it. Okay. Got it down, okay, go to the next one, do the same thing, and then go back up again, see if I got that first line down and just kind of work down that way. And I only do a couple pages a day because I'm gonna overwhelm myself if I try to do too much, but yeah, that's my process, really.
I wrote a script. I might call you. Hey, you're an independent filmmaker. What room is the best? I wrote a script, man. I might have to call you. And I'm trying to find 4 people who can do the script. The dialogue is so long.
Yeah.
No one wants to do this, but you just kind of energized me, man. I'm going back, man.
Hit me up.
Yeah, you ever seen the film One Night in... It was about Malcolm X, the football player.
One Night in Miami.
One Night in Miami.
Yeah, or something like
Yeah, we close.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You gotta give him proper credit. One Night in Miami.
Yeah,
Last night Miami, or one night. It's one of the two. Last night or one night. But I love that film because it was just great actors.
Yeah.
Right. But as far as the venue and it's basically shot in one place. If you think about it.
Yeah.
That hotel room.
Right.
They went to the roof. And then they did some external shots with everybody at the beginning. But
it's all sitting right there, yeah.
Excuse me. It made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So when I seen that, actually before I seen that, I wrote the script. But when I seen that, it kind of influenced me like, well, go ahead and write this, do your feature film, do a couple shots outside, just go to the park, get a walk or something like that. But I've always wanted to do something like like contrary to that picture.
I mean, that'll get you. It's unique and it's new. People like to see that. It shows your artistic value. So
yeah, it was about 4 high schools. This is not about me, but I'm going to go and see it. About 4 high school students who went off and they came back in just different perspective of life.
Yeah.
And they got into an argument in this one hotel. One house, and then got into an argument. Just things carried on.
Yeah.
So you down for that?
You gotta ask me twice.
Okay. Well, listen, there's another aspect of the show that I would love for everybody to see, and it's the monologue part. Mm-hmm. Think you ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay, man. So we're gonna break off into that part of the show. Everybody, get your popcorn ready. Let's do this.
Hey, Miss Owens, it's me, your boy from work. I'm your employee. I don't know if you get the head trauma. Hey, I heard you got hit by a car. What? It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's ironic because I happen to drive a car, and I was driving it when you got hit. But it's crazy because I saw you get hit. I was driving and I saw you get hit, and at the same time, I hit something. And when you get hit, you get in your neck, they call it whipping lash. So I had whipping lashes in my neck. And when I did this, my neck kind of cracked a little, and I looked up, and it was you. I'd hit you. So that's my bad. But I brought you a Kit Kat because I remember you said you liked them, or it was either that or rotisserie chicken. I can't remember, but I brought you a Kit Kat. I put it on your foot there. There's a whole body cast situation going on. But it's a little melted though. It was in my pocket for a long time. I had to run all the way across the courtyard to get in here, sneak in here, because there's some rumor going around that I could cause you extra stress and anxiety. Oh. All right, getting one of your cords out. Is this a feeding tube? Oh no, it's just a catheter. You're fine. Anyways, I just wanted to get off your oxygen. I just wanted to let you know that I am sorry that this whole situation happened. It's nobody's fault, really. I mean, you got the tubes and the body cast. I got whipping lashes. So we're in the same boat here. But for somebody that got hit, I mean, you look. You are so tough. I mean that. The doctor's coming, so I gotta go because we got into it in the hallway for a second. I talked about his mom, and then he put me in a headlock, so I'm gonna go out the window. But enjoy your Kit Kat, and don't fire me. You look great. All right.
Man, that was pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Listen, man. When I'm behind this camera, I love it. It's my job. I just imagine who they talking to. It's my dog. She's just in a full cast, just eyes showing right.
There's nothing but eyes, yeah.
Nice. Where'd you get the monologue from?
Actually, I just wrote it myself.
No.
Yeah. I got the idea of apologizing to someone for hitting them from, it was just like a post on Instagram, a random one, just scrolling. But then didn't even watch the video, just kind of oh, I like that idea. So I just rolled with it and wrote my own thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That takes some guts. Yeah, man. When you perform it, your body language is good. So you got to give credit to yourself.
A little bit, yeah.
Don't be surprised if you see this done somewhere else, though. Right? Do not be surprised. It's part of the business.
Yeah,
okay?
no.
But make sure they give you credit.
Yeah.
From breaking into Hollywood.
Right.
Nice. Anyone you want to give shout out to who helped you on the way? Like any teachers?
Well, my college professor who got me into it all, I want to shout her out because she really gave me the confidence to get in there. And then also just my girlfriend because she is the one that does the scenes with me when I audition, all these self-tapes.
That's what you Nice. Yeah. Man, that's great having you, man. It was a great show. Like I said, don't be surprised. That's what it does on.
Oh, feel free to. Anybody, yeah.
All right, well, see you on the big screen.
All right.